The first thing I want to do is remove the wheel, so take off all 5 of your lug nuts with a 21mm socket. Now take the wheel off. If it's stuck on here, go ahead and put a lug nut back on so it doesn't fall off, and then use a rubber mallet and hit it from the backside. That should pop it right off. Take the lug nut off now that the wheel is free. Go ahead and wiggle it off of here. All right, take the wheel off. Next, to get this outer tie rod off, I'm going to take out the cotter pin. Even though this one is new for me, I'm going to use another new one. You don't want to reuse these cotter pins. With a 21mm socket, let's remove this nut. Now you can use a hammer on the knuckle, and that should pop this tie rod free. In my case, it's actually already free, so I'm going to continue popping it up. Next, with a 27mm wrench, I don't have one, so I'm using an adjustable. You'd want to loosen up this nut. This is reverse thread, keep that in mind. If yours is rusted and rotted, you might have to use some heat, maybe some penetrating spray, but hopefully yours isn't too bad. Now with the tie rod out of the knuckle, remove it, but count the amount of turns that it takes to take it off so you can put it in the same amount of turns and get you close to decent alignment. You will need a professional alignment after this, but you need to at least be close so you can safely drive down to your local alignment shop right after you're done with this job. There you have it. Now let's loosen this one up. 27mm wrench. Okay, there we go. If you need to, you can hold this sleeve with a 24mm wrench. Now to remove this sleeve, just take it off. If you didn't move this nut much, you can leave it on here, and when you put the new sleeve on, just put it on until it almost bottoms out. If not, you can count the amount of turns that it takes to remove it, and then you will be close to a decent alignment. But of course, as always, you will still need a professional alignment after this job is done. Now take your new sleeve and thread it on until it bottoms out up to where it was before. Now take your new outer tie rod and thread it on the same amount of turns that it took to take it off. And put it through the knuckle. Put on the nut. Let's bottom this out and then torque it to 76 foot-pounds. That's torqued. However, if your cotter pin slot doesn't line up with the hole in the stud, keep tightening, not loosening. You don't want to loosen to make these line up. Right there is perfect, so I'm going to send my cotter pin through, just like this, and of course, bend it over to lock it in. Now one last thing to do is to lock this nut in place. Nice and tight. Let's put the wheel back on. Put on all 5 of your lug nuts and torque them to 150 foot-pounds. That is if you have the 5 lug wheel pattern. If you have 7 lugs, then you want to torque them to 100 foot-pounds. Double check them. There you have it.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.